What is in it for manufacturing leaders beyond preventive maintenance for better ROI?
Between all your access and think about body arcs, saying that to commit preventive maintenance is kind of given. Nowadays, people kind of understand that, please turn to that. Prescriptive is something still to be accepted. Predictive maintenance is more like, okay, you are getting ahead of time efficient, and you're supposed to take action based upon it. How does management views investment into the decisions that are coming out of predicting? Because we connect all the data, you get all the analysis, you get all the inputs coming here. And when it actually gives you something similar, say, your example, since this machine I'm touching and feeling like, okay, there is a spindle giving me noise, I should replace, which is there. But when you know that it is going to give noise after 2 days, replace today, will you do that? And how do you convince your management to really take those kind of things?
So I would,
Yes, please.
yeah. So here, I think the management view depends on how you present the things, first of all. And let's say, of course, there is a lot of capex is involved into that. So as a means, I would rather take my example. So whenever we are planning for any of the line, or let's say any of the machine, so that time only we find out the critical spare parts. So we take it into that capex. So that amount is already being taken into capex. So it's little easier to manage these things, to convince the manager.
Your question was from ROI, Vipan? What's the so Bansi, yeah.
Here is, yeah, do this what you.
Yeah,
Remember, what happened? I cautious eaters. This is a very kind of typical point for us. From this system, we have reacted to system less. So we get that we know that something will happen. Now we have got two choices. Because changing that, you talk with spare and you get into one part, but another part you shut down. For any process industry, shut down cost is too high. Now here, our theory gives this information to them. And then they work only saying that suppose this thing happens abruptly down, maybe after 2 days. Should we wait or should we take a chance? If we take a chance, what will happen? L first one. And then because there is a shutdown plan. Normally process industry is shut down. Maybe after 2 months, 1 month, depends on the total cycle. So suppose that shutdown is after 1 week. And it is saying that it will go up to 4 days or 3 days. Should we take chance of 3 days? Totally depend on the value I, same what we are talking. So there is a calculation there. Because if we take that, today also we have to waste a particular thing. But then there's one more catch is there. That will be maybe up or down. And this may be like suppose the process is there, so we can take a logical cut at particular time. So the cost of that particular thing will be less. And we can take a proper shutdown. So it totally depends on that. It's not what you are saying now. Just I'm putting the because for this purpose, it's totally a shopware activity. It is not a IT. That do you want to have SAP? It is not or maybe from SAP to S/4HANA, S/4HANA to right. That decision will not be here. Here your production stock. The person like this, they are maybe the manufacturing head, the unit head. So they will make immediate decision. Because this is not direct, we can say impact of cost, because of value what we talk now. So I think this is very easy decision, but then we have to have a total calculation body, which the manufacturing will not ID, but many people take that call, saying that what will be the total cost of IT weight, you don't weight, and that way as this.
One more point, actually, it's not only a bearing. Yes. Okay, if you don't change the bearing, it will affect the spindle. Medical that cost is one. Okay, it's like with wheel balancing, if there is a problem, we still run the car. But what is the Askari say?
Yes, sir.
The people knows that. That's why we take it.
So, what we say in most of the cases, if you do this, I was watching triangles and tell that in case we don't do this activity, what is going to happen? Most of the people will say approval for that.
because the risk is high. What if you were?
I want to add one more thing. We all are agreeing on predictive maintenance, and we are discussing about how we can put it up to the management about the predictive maintenance value and replacement and all. But we should also think of how much time we need to come up with the solutions to this predictive maintenance. And actually, I feel that that time is more. So how to convince that time to the management that to come up with this kind of results, I will need this time. That is a big challenge, right? Implementation. Yeah, predictive maintenance, implementation, and coming with the outcomes, which will really help you with the value and all the aspects, is really challenging.
I think the police said, no, somebody has said that this is actually a near about the first use case when you talk about anything in the industry. It will be
Easy for any CEO process industries to make convinced, but for manufacturing, there are very high risk. We probably we need to have a cause and effect kind of. That's definitely. But then you are an odd man. Okay, that's what you said to do. But you see, you are reputed to Tata Motors. So discrete industry, we have process industry. We also hybrid industry, which is pharma and or